Let's go. What is up, YouTube? It's James from Robin Henry Watches. How are you doing?
We're doing fine, James.
There you go. Bit of audience participation. I don't know what I'm paying you here for. Right, let's get into a drink first because I need a drink. It's like super hot as well.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like summer out there, but it's hot as hell.
I had to shut the window to keep some cockerels quiet.
No cockerels. Actually, are they out there?
They're definitely out there. I heard them before.
What's that one? Or is that a plastic one?
I can't see. There's a light box in my way.
Oh. I've got a nice view out across the gardens.
You're living in luxury.
Right, anyway, what are we drinking? Remy Martin, Courvoisier?
I think I chose last time. It's up to you.
Let's go. Ooh, first swear of the night.
Naughty.
Let's go Courvoisier. Let's see what the pop is on this one.
Oh.
I didn't like the noise that you made when I did that. And taking the labels off today. Alright, cheers. If you like the last video, please like, subscribe, comment, leave an abusive comment, do something like that. It did better than we thought it would, so it's good. So, yeah, just do that. Wristwatch check. What am I wearing today? I am wearing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual reference 1500. Not even looking at the notes.
You know that one.
It's 4 digits. It's dead simple. And it's like properly tight today because it's like so humid. Beautiful blue mosaic Shantung dial, if you want to be technically correct. Some people call it the brick.
It's a brick dial.
It's definitely not a brick dial. When you catch this in the light, it's awesome. £3,500. It's in the shop. It's absolutely stunning. The condition is amazing. Why would you buy a new Oyster Perpetual when you can buy that one? Look at it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. The case is all there. I'm in love with it. In fact, I shouldn't even sell it. I'm just going to keep it. It's not for sale anymore.
No, it is for sale.
It definitely is for sale. What are we doing in this episode? You're going to chuck out names to me of YouTubers, YouTube channels, and I'm just going to give my opinion. I thought maybe I could rate them top 10, but I can't be that positive about everything.
Make it that easy for you. We're just going to have to...
So I'm just going to give my opinion on it. If what I like about them, what I don't. There's a lot of weirdos out on YouTube. What I would say is this disclaimer though. I'm not saying that I'm better than any of them. They all have way more subscribers and videos than I am. And also, although I'm going to lay into some people, I'm sure, they all put time, money into giving free content on YouTube. Although I'm guessing actually most of them monetize, but
yeah,
one way or another. So props to them anyway. They're doing better than me, but I'm here for your entertainment. So yeah, let's go.
King of the thumbnail, Bark and Jack.
King of the thumbnail.
Yeah, sexy thumbnails.
His thumbnail's good. So Adrian Lawrence McDonald, is it? I don't know, I'm putting in his middle name. So yeah, he's kind of a big deal. So he's very PC. For me, he's a little bit bland. I mean, I don't know if it's the whole Scottish thing, because even the light that it's shot in, it's kind of like dark and miserable.
Hello there, welcome to Scotland. Let's talk about some watches.
And yeah, I just find it a bit cold and miserable. To be fair to him,
Scottish.
His photography is good, his editing is good, the quality is good. He's obviously doing something right because he's got like big sponsors. He's like sponsored by Chrono24. I saw him one videos. He gets sent lots of watches. He's clearly well into. I'm not going to straight up call him a Rolex fanboy, but it does look like he certainly leans in that direction, which there's nothing wrong with. For me though, it's not entertaining. I can't watch it. He's very educational. He's knowledgeable. He knows his stuff about watches. He'd probably be a good guy to drink coffee with and talk watches. But I don't know. For me, I can't watch that for entertainment. Next.
Federico the Roundhead.
I like the way he said he's got a round head. Didn't go for like potato head. I like Federico. I do like him. So he's based out in Miami. He's been in the watch industry for years. I think he's worked at places like Wemp, Cartier, Tourneau, Watchbox. I could be wrong on this, and if I am, just call me on it.
So
but I think
you like him because Cartier.
Well, maybe that's it. No, listen, I'll say this. He owns a website as well, delraywatch.com. He's a very knowledgeable guy. Maybe I like him because he's out in Miami. He's got that Miami vibe. He's got his stats. He's got 108,000 subscribers. That's pretty respectable with just 550 videos. He started in 2012, so he got into the game early. I would say he's not hugely entertaining. He does keep it well. I don't think he's there swearing or cursing out people. But I would give him the respect that he's got a lot of knowledge. He really knows his stuff. And also he diversifies on his channel. It's not just like one brand. He's always quite keen to push other brands. And he's upfront about his watch business. You know, that's why he's doing the videos. You know, good idea. So yeah, he gets a thumbs up. I'm all right with him. I could hang with Federico.
He's a good egg.
He's a good egg.
I know what you're going to say about this one because it's basically you. Archie Luxury.
He is not me. So, Archie Luxury, Paul Pluter, Archibald Chesterfield... I've got to read it, actually. Archibald Chesterfield III. Listen, you got to give the guy props. He started before anyone else. In about 2009, he came out. His subscribers are 67k, so it's quite strong. It's certainly not the strongest in this group.
Humble.
I tell you what is not humble. I had to double check this. 8,500 videos. I mean, that's some serious content spamming.
Commitment.
I would say this.
Or desperation.
I'm a little bit worried about him. He's obviously got a multi-personality disorder.
We're thinking.
I'm hoping that it's like he's in on the joke. I do worry that sometimes he might not be. Do you know what? I was watching over our last week's video on the studio here, and I was getting quite worried. Is like it looks a little bit like his because he's got like the brickwork, but he's got the fridge. But he uses the fridge, so this guy knows how to monetize. So he's got the fridge, and you can advertise on the fridge, which is odd. You can subscribe to him on Patreon. You can send him donations, which I like the fact that he puts it out there. And he does paid reviews. There's some things that I like. Some of the things he repeats himself constantly. Like you watch a 20-minute or a 10-minute video, he just says the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I think he kind of forgets where he is. He obviously just comes up with a topic.
He's got to say it once for every personality.
And just shoots. He does it full time. He started out like doing like luxury products like Louis Vuitton bags and things like that, and he's just ended up in watches and yeah, he's a little bit crazy, but he's hugely entertaining in small chunks.
Is he entertaining deliberately though, or is he
I
entertaining?
don't know, and I love the thing like when he doesn't like watches, like it's a I can't do the Australian accent, but he probably he does call it. I would say this as well though. He's a very knowledgeable guy. So on the watch front, there is stuff to learn from him if you take his bias out of it. He's certainly not objective on any level. There's some odd videos where he goes off to Thailand and places, and
it's all good. I'm sure he's there for the watches.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about him, but I like him, so he gets a thumbs up. I love Archibald, Chesterfield III, Paul Pluter. Maybe it'd be good actually if I upset him because he has massive beefs with other watch YouTubers, so I could actually do with the exposure. So Archibald, if you're watching, call me out and do a channel on how much of a my channel is. That'd be great. Cheers.
Moving on to turtlenecks. Urban Gentry.
This motherfucker. So he's amassed 480,000 subscribers. Videos 800 odd. He's been at it since 2014. Oddly, he got into a beef with Archie Luxury about who started it first with all the classical music and the weird multiple personalities. But it's very clearly it was Archie Luxury. You just have to look at the channel stats to see that. I mean, so I understand that he's Italian born, raised in Great Britain.
Come on.
And now he's in New York, and he's kind of plays the story that he's from, the kind of I don't know, that his whole family are like aristocrats and all of this sort of thing, and there's a military theme that runs through it. But yeah, he's a weird dude. I mean, to call yourself the governor, I mean,
Evening, governor.
If you were going to give yourself a name, wouldn't you be like, nah, I'm the king? Like, what do you want to be a governor for? That's low down in the ranking. He started out doing lifestyle videos, but he's kind of ended up really with watches. I mean, his ego is off the f***ing hook. I mean, yeah, it's nuts. The show really, if you actually watch it, because he films it himself, he edits himself, he does all the producing and writing, which he tells you if you watch the thing. The show's all about him. It's not really about watches. And some of the things he's a very interesting person to study because there's some deep psychological things going on there. Like his studio room is surrounded by toys and things and bags and turtlenecks. He lays his signet rings out and little tanks, and yeah, it's bizarre. But I mean, I'll say this, yeah, he knows watches. He's obviously got quite a cult following. I mean, even the intro to his video, it's like something you would watch. It's like Doctor Who. Is that the thing? Do you know who he looks like? He looks like an evil Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe looks like an evil Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I know, but he looks
like Willem Dafoe if he let himself
This
go.
is like his son. You know, he slicks his hair back all weird.
This is Willem Dafoe's son who didn't like being Willem Dafoe's son.
Or maybe that Willem Dafoe didn't even like his illegitimate child that he just pushed to the side. I mean, yeah, it's just bizarre. I mean, I guess it works. I would just say this. Is it a joke or is it serious? I'm going to hope that he puts on the whole thing as a joke and it's just done for camera and you meet him in real life and he's like, whoa, that's weird. But I worry that it's not a bit like our mate Paul Pluter, Archie Luxury. I do worry that that's him. And yeah, you wouldn't want to go on holiday with the guy. But yeah, he's doing mad stuff on YouTube, so props to him. But yeah, it's not for me.
Clickbaity titles. Timepiece Gentleman.
Oh, the inventor of A Week in the Life of... So, Anthony Farah, Timepiece Gentleman, also with his sidekick, I'm sure you wouldn't mind me saying that, Marco. So they only came out like not even a year back. I'm sure it was like the end of last year. And what Anthony did was kind of reinvented the YouTube game in terms of watch YouTubers, because he's a grey market, aftermarket dealer, and basically he just thought, he started running out of content, so he's like, right, screw it. Just film everything I do all day, every day, and I'm going to let people have all access and see all the details. And no one's done that before in the watch and jewellery game. It's all very secretive, but he's there telling people what they're buying stuff, what they're selling it for, their marketing strategies, day to day with his, even bits of their personal lives. He doesn't go deep into that. And his channel just exploded like that. He's got a backstory because he used to be, like to have a few too many drinks and get into trouble, but he's completely turned his life around, so very positive on that front. Channel blew up, and then they did their marketing stunt. So I'm sure that everyone watching this will know what their marketing stunt was. It was meant in the right way, that they did charitable work for a week, and they just kind of had a blackout and disappeared, and everyone was like, what's happening? What's going on? They've stolen everyone's money and done a runner. And the whole internet went nuts for a week. The mistake that they made with that is when they came back and they're like, haha, we were here the whole time doing charity work. The problem that they made is their blackout was too long, and I think what upset a lot of people is they laid into social media. They're like, oh, people are too quick to judge and all over social media, and I think the bit which they missed about that was that's how they made it. So yeah, they took a lot of, and they get trolled bad. Like, really bad. But they're still successful at what they're doing. Their social media is still successful subscriber-wise. They got 113,000, but off just 70 videos. So that's, fine. They linked up with other tubers, and I think that's one thing that did very well, is that other channels exploded because of them, like Nico Leonard, Roman Sharf for sure, Watch Eric. They all linked up and started doing stuff. I think they're all friends again now. But yeah, I mean, listen, it's hugely entertaining. So yeah, I do like it. For me, I find it entertaining, so yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up. I like it.
Right, Sleepy Roman. Roman Sharf.
Roman Sharf. So Roman Sharf, yeah, he's a cool dude. He's been on YouTube since about 2017, so he's been on longer than some of the people about the same time. He's only recently blown up this year. His, videos-wise, he's done 370. He's the CEO of Luxury Bazaar, which he founded. Started out on eBay. He used to be in tech and then got into flipping watches. Yeah, good backstory to it, and I think you can tell through the videos he's a really nice guy. He did loads of videos beforehand, but he never really got any traction. Hello, I'm there right now. And then what he did is, after Anthony Farah from Timepiece Gentleman launched his show, Roman Sharf, I don't want to say that he copied it, but he used the format, and he called his show Grey Market. But he's got a way bigger budget. He's got a really good team behind him, so it's kind of done to a better level, I would say. And because he's more likable and not got such an ego and flashy in your face and things like that, it's more likable. So I'd say people certainly lean more his way. He's got a lot more credibility in the watch game because he's got $100 million business. Have I got anything else to add on it? I mean, no. I like he used some of his old videos. He did these like trade vlogs through Hong Kong. They were quite cool. I liked a lot of his older videos actually. I haven't got anything else to say on it. I like it. It's good. But he certainly owes a lot of his success to the Timepiece Gentleman. He said in one of his videos, actually, that he thought of the concept first, but they didn't do it. I mean, if that's true, you're gonna have to just accept it
yeah,
and swallow that
move
one
on.
down. You should have done it. But you know, these are watch dealers full time. They're trying to put out free content on YouTube as well. But yeah, I like it. It's good. It's certainly a bit more in the middle. He really knows the people element as well to do the show, so that's what makes it quite watchable. He's a cool guy. I'd like to hang with Roman Sharf one day. Cool. Who we got next?
Right, picture this. Paul McCartney goes on this wild trip to fiction land, has a passionate love child with Austin Powers. Who am I talking about?
Producer Michael.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, he's blown up as well. Been on since about 2017. 1.25 million subscribers. I think his mass appeal is he's a British guy living out in America, so you'd think he'd be unpopular. He's obviously, I think you can tell by the title, he produces, you know, content for TV and whatnot. His guy Adam, which does all his filming, they kind of linked up, did a video, and then I think they came up with the idea to start a YouTube channel. I think what its mass appeal, though, going back to that, is he does all sorts like multi-million-dollar houses, watches, jewelry, lifestyle stuff, and even though he's clearly extremely wealthy, he's got a very humble way about him. I mean, he's like nuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but it's suspiciously humble.
But
there's something going on.
I don't know. I mean, listen, he's the sort of guy that you could party with him and you might end up in the cellar. He likes flashy stuff, he loves Jacob. Jacob and Co. hasn't been cool since like the early 2000s, but he's still buying Jacobs up because he's got the money to do that. But yeah, he's a cool guy. He gets a thumbs up from me. I like it. I used to watch him a lot more. I don't really have that much time, so I don't watch him so much anymore. But it's all very positive, and he's just got a very likable guy. So you can watch it, not be like when he's like showing you, oh, like I just bought a new jet. You're like, oh, cool, that's cool. Respect.
So. Cool. Right, he looks like somebody 3D printed him in a factory. He's got bald ass in his name.
Does he look like a chipmunk?
He does look a bit like a chipmunk.
Is it Teddy Baldassarre?
It is Teddy Baldassarre.
From teddybaldassarre.com. So yeah, he's absolutely huge. Subscriber wise, it's 367,000 subscribers of 300 odd videos. He's from Ohio. He's promoting his website now, which sells, I would say, affordable luxury watches, like at the lower end of scale of things. It's all very well shot, and like, you know, when he films in the studio, it's all got like really nicely lit, like not like a low budget dump like this.
This isn't a dump. This is built with love.
He wears his nice little suit and his little shirt. You know, well done. You know, you can tell his mum pressed it for him. He's a likable enough guy, but I would say that he's very PC, and he's got like celebrity friends like Kevin O'Leary. What show is he on?
No idea.
I think it's Shark Tank.
Yes, it is. You're right. Yeah.
He's got some other celebrity friends, so like they like brought him in the fold.
All I can think is if I were a woman, I'd want to friend zone him.
Yeah, I don't. He's got a girlfriend. 'Cause he brings his girlfriend on the show sometimes.
Well, he got lucky.
I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. But this is maybe I'm going in the wrong direction in YouTube.
Maybe he's just too nice, and we're not used to that.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I just don't get it. It's boring. Like, he doesn't do anything. Like, you just want to see him like kick back, like open his shirt, light up a cigar, put his feet up on the table, and just talk and be like, yeah, I want to bitches. I don't know. It's boring. He knows his stuff on watches. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, it's all very vanilla. Yeah. Let's move. I'm bored about talking about him.
Irish. James Corden, neckbeard, always shocked. Every thumbnail.
Is he a watch expert?
He might be, but he's always shocked by the stuff that he's already pre-produced somehow. So
Nico Leonard, of Pride and Opinion, that's his watch business. 500,000 subscribers off like 60 or 70 videos, something nuts like that. He blew up again, probably, I don't know, I'd like to say about a year ago maybe. But I am pretty sure he teamed up with like a YouTube or social media company that like put it all together for him to, or it could have been his team, I don't know, but they put it all together because obviously he reviews like rappers, watches and collections, and anyone that's basically famous. He's going to review your watches and rip into you. He's well known. He loves Hublot. He does not. He hates. It's very entertaining. He swears more than I do. Yeah, he's a cool guy as well. I mean, he's the sort of person that if you didn't watch him for very long, you'd be like, who the hell is he? Like, he's annoying. Because he's quite loudmouth and swearing and in your face, but yeah, he's another one that got bought in of the whole Anthony Farah Timepiece Gentleman, Roman Sharf, him. He got bought into it, and there's Watch Eric, which we haven't talked about yet. He's a bit Watch Eric. He's trying to be too cool all the time. Maybe he is just that way. He's like Cuban living out of Miami. He's a cool dude. But anyway, back to Nico. Yeah, his thing works. 500,000 subscribers in like just over a year. Reviewing stuff. He just gives his like unfiltered opinion on everything. Extremely knowledgeable on watches as well. I'm pretty sure that he copied his store off Jasper at Amsterdam Vintage Watches. Now, I could be completely wrong, but I swear I watched an episode of Amsterdam Vintage Watches where he's there and he basically copied their business. I could be completely wrong, so if I am, shoot me down in flames.
I'm sure he will.
I'd have to do some research on it, but I can't be bothered. But I swear, yeah. He copied their store, but he's a cool guy. I like his colourful language. He doesn't like Hublot, but not many people do. I'm not saying that I'm a fan. Interestingly, do you know who sent me these?
Was it a local lady?
Nope. Jean-Claude Biver sent me these.
Oh.
I thought I was going to get some cheese, but yeah, he sent me a personal gift. Not saying that I bought one or two. I mean, I'm not going to get into that right now. It's like a weird fetish thing, I guess. But yeah, no, he's cool. He can hang.
Right, I've heard enough about YouTube. What
we selling? So last week I went on a full-on Cartier rant, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a rant.
I'm still really annoyed that I introduced the first watch as the Cartier tank when I even said multiple times in the video the Cartier Santos, and it's like.
You were even bloody wearing it.
I was even bloody wearing it, but I was super tired that night, to be fair. Right, so this is a bad news, good news situation. The bad news is the Burgundy tank has sold. Day one, gone. I told you it was a good price. I said it was going to be the cheapest on the market or one of the cheapest. I actually think it was the cheapest. It sold too quick. I definitely sold it too cheap because it sold on day one. So yeah, I should have made it more expensive. But no, I wouldn't say that. I don't want to do that.
But you're not going to be like that, are you?
I'm not going to be like that. Oh, actually, there's another bad bit coming. Right, let's get to the good stuff first. So the good news is you missed. Oh, okay. Right, bad news again. You missed out on the Burgundy one. But the good news is I have another one, but the green one. Now, anyone who's into watches, you're going to know this year the colour of all the watches is green. Everyone's gone green this year.
Definitely on the green more.
It's super cool. It's exactly the same as the last one. It's a steel tank. It's a complete set, brand new, unworn. Doesn't have the little cool hang tag that the other one had, so I don't know where that went. But completely unworn. That beautiful green. The changes in the light. This one is a little bit more expensive, but not because this is the other bad news bit. It's not more expensive because I think I sold the other one too cheap. It's more expensive because I had to pay more to get this one. But back to more good news. I feel there's like a good and bad news going on here. It's still going to be one of, if not the cheapest on the market. So £3,000. And you can have a piece of Cartier history. And hurry up, Cartier, with the Solar Beat. I want to buy it. It's supposed to be released in September. No one's telling me nothing. I don't know when the date is.
I think they owe you a review model, to be honest.
I'd want to keep it, though.
Well, that's how...
If anyone from Cartier is watching, which you're obviously not, because this is my channel and it's like... YouTube hates me. But yeah, if someone is by some chance, feel sorry for me and send me one. I do buy a lot of your watches. There's also another Cartier in the shop, the Vendome. I haven't got time to go over that one, but check it out. It's super cool. Yeah. Remember, we can source new watches well below retail price from all of your favourite brands like Omega, however you want to say it.
If you can't get into your ADs, we've got them.
I've got you. Well below retail. Brands so like Omega, Breitling, Cartier, IWC, Blancpain, Zenith, Tudor, basically everything that's not a new Rolex, a new AP or a new Patek. I'm your guy. Put me up. Other than that, check out our watches in the shop. It's robinhenrywatches.com.
Well remembered.
Well remembered. None of last week's business.
Tomfoolery.
You can also find us on Instagram at robinhenrywatches. I don't know. I haven't got anything else.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it, really.
Well, wait. You got to like and subscribe and click the notification bell. I need it. Like, I'm all the way down at the bottom here. I want to be up with the other YouTubers. I want someone to be reviewing me and giving me abuse. So you can help me do that. Other than that, good chat. Cheers. So visit our website, robinhenrywatches.com. You could .com.
.com. RobinHenryWatches.com. I'm going to try and get
Can you get a domain name .com? So we're going with robinhenrywatches.com.